I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Everyman Crossword. This is a weekly crossword. It actually came out on Saturday night for Sunday. I'm only getting to it now on Thursday. All right, Klotz ordered catalogs, 10 letters. Catalogs has 10, so I'm thinking it's an anagram of catalogs. Nothing is coming to me. And does it mean clots, as in, I suppose, the medical type of clot, or an idiot, I suppose, slang term? Not sure. Dairy product molded, recalled. So I presume it's a word for molded backwards, makes a dairy product. Well, milk would be clim. That's not molded. Oh, could it be Edam cheese, which is made backwards? Yeah, I like that. Fat old queen finally consoles those clearly upset. So I presume it's going to mean those clearly upset. Could be a word for fat, then an O, then maybe just R for queen, and then an S for consoles, the final letter of consoles. Broad something. No. Acronym soliciting alacrity primarily using initial letters. Yeah, so this must be ASAP, ASAP, the initial letters of the first four words. That was easy. All right, how about ignored like some consumer goods after Christmas? Discarded like Christmas. No, but that's only 9 letters. Ignored, something or other, I think. All right, let's see. Everyman's enjoyment, don't worry about it. Well, since this is the Everyman crossword, it will be referring to himself or herself. My pleasure. I suppose if someone thanks you, you say my pleasure. Don't mention it. How about this one? Giving Hitchcock film a miss, it prompts you to jump. So what Hitchcock film? Psycho, The Birds. Oh, rope. Could be the final word here. Skipping rope. Yeah, so if you miss the film, you're skipping it. And I suppose a skipping rope prompts you to jump. Now, South or Central Asian, well, Sea Asian, beatniks, bizarrely, sounds like an anagram, but beatniks is 8 letters, so I wonder if C for central might be telling us just take the inner letters of Asian, so it's SIA beatniks. And then what's an action film staple with a K there in the middle of it? Some kind of fight sequence or explosion. No, nothing is coming to me. Becoming upset, concession, and alternative put before old man. Yeah, I'm not sure even where I presume the definition is becoming upset, but then I would expect that to end in ing. Heartlessly acquiring, grasping Romeo's jewelry. So I'm wondering if it could be earring, which is going to have R for Romeo in the middle of earring. How is that heartlessly acquiring? I presume it's going to be a word for, oh yes, so earning is acquiring, but without its middle N, but it does grasp the R, so earring. Now, coffee leftovers in the gardens and so on. Well, that's, I think, pretty easy from the definition. Coffee leftovers, the grounds, so the grounds of a house or the gardens and whatever other land is on the property. So now ignored. Dis or DES. No, not getting that. Gorge shape, formed with river, studied by these. So I think it's going to be an anagram of gorge shape. Definitely helped by the fact we have the G something O, and we have two G's to use. So an anagram of that with R for river, studied by, geographers, I think, is going to be the anagram. That looks about right. Okay, artist, which can be RA, showing Royal Marines is RM instead of RN in facade. Oh, maybe it's the name of an artist, and inside a word for facade you change an M for an N, maybe? But I can't think of a... Of course, I'm thinking of a building facade, but maybe it's some other kind of facade. No, all right. Once again asks for some moments of peace, question mark. I'm thinking it's going to be re something. That would put an R in second place here. Bikram so Amy. That sounds like anagram material. Mostly, so because let's see, Bikram so Amy is 11 letters, so I think we drop maybe the final Y. Anagram it or contort it, and it means with hands on hips. I think that is arms akimbo. Great word, akimbo. Of course, reminds me of the League of Gentlemen. They had that left-wing theatre troupe called Legs Akimbo. For some reason, that always cracked me up. All right, those in prang manage okay, we're told, In series of unpredictable events. Wow. Those in prang manage okay. So it sounds like there's going to be a homophone with we're told. But yeah, a series of unpredictable events. What would that be? I presume that's the definition. Kaleidoscope? Kaleido something? Well, kaleidoscope, which, yeah, so I think this depends on the English accent. And the intrusive R, I think that you call it. So colliders, people who are in crashes, a prang is a crash. They cope, colliders cope. Kaleidoscope, that's a funny definition for a series of unpredictable events. I know you can't predict what's going to show up in a kaleidoscope, but that seems a bit of a stretch to me. But it does give us some good letters. All right. Small child's great power reported. I suppose a mite, M-I-T-E, could be a small child, and it sounds like M-I-G-H-T. Topple American in overtime. Well, overtime has to be O-T, and with US in the middle of it, oust, yeah. Let's see. Love writes on Greek island, fifth of sonnets moving, don't we know it? So the fifth letter of sonnets is that E, so just does that E move around within the word? And then love writes. Well, that has an awful lot of verbiage in that definition. Poser, it's funny, it begins with the ellipsis. Usually that would be following the previous clue with ellipsis, but not here. Poser prancing with style. So I presume it's an anagram of poser style, and it means artificial fabrics. Oh, what would that be? Where would the Y go? No, I think I need more letters for that one. All right. Regularly clubbish, helpful youngsters. Okay, so we're going to take regular letters out of clubbish, so C-U-B-S, the Cubs, they can be helpful. Lie next to some comma butterflies. So this is a hidden clue. Lie next to a but. Now our Klotz ordered catalogs begins with CA, so let's try catalogs and shuffle. Oh, coagulates? Yes. So it is the medical form of or meaning of the word coagulates. Now our SIA beatniks. No, it can't be that, because we have this U. Wow, and it ends in I if kaleidoscope is correct. Let me check the spelling of kaleidoscope. It is correct. So, action film staple beginning with U and ending with I. Is it a martial art? I can't think of one. All right, becoming upset, concession, an alternative put before old man. I was thinking of apoplexy, but it's not that. Ooh, now our fat old queen finally consoles those clearly upset. No, not getting that. All right, well, during that pause, I didn't think of anything to do with 9 across, but I did finally realize what this word is. I just found a word that fits, discounted. So if you ignore some information, you discount it, and some items in the shops are discounted after Christmas. Now our artist showing Royal Marines. I wonder if that's going to be an RM. Oh, yes. So Vermeer is the artist, and it's veneer, so change the N for Navy to RM. All right, well, how about our empty-headedness in post? I'm thinking it's vacuity would mean empty-headedness. Now, how is that in post? No, I'm not. I mean, it's funny, you do have acuity, which could be the opposite of vacuity, but that, I'm going to leave it in for now. Is the Y correct in 26 across? Oh, yeah, this is our poser and style anagram. So, oh, polyesters, of course, I should have thought of that earlier. Reminds me of someone I worked with years ago, and I asked them what they thought of some other person, and they said, well, they're nice, but they wear a lot of polyester. I thought that was a funny thing to think about somebody. They wear a lot of polyester, but it was the 80s, so there was a lot of polyester around. All right, name of lad that's trapped in rotisserie. Could this simply be a hidden clue and it's Otis, a man's name that's hidden in rotisserie? That seems a little weak. All right, in short, endless cheese. Well, I don't think it's going to be Edam again, but I think it's probably a 5-letter cheese, and you take off its last letter to get in short. Not sure about that. Let's see, what could this be? Don't we know it? Oh, it ends in, well, it ends in I if acuity is right. Semi something. Demi. What else could end in an I? Ooh, 18. Those O's are funny. Stingers. Tails removed. It's a sign. Okay, that's an easy one. Scorpio. Scorpion is the stinger. You remove its final letter. You get a sign of the zodiac. Love writes. So love could be O on Greek island. Fifth of sonnets moving. What could that four-letter word be? Something P, something I. Let me pause and think of that. I wonder if this could be a Latin phrase. I know there's ipso facto, right? Could it be ipsi something, and it means common knowledge, or yeah, I'm wondering about that. All right, let's look at gatherings seen in Instagram, Facebook, ampersand C. So that's a very old-fashioned way of writing etc. If I didn't have that final S, I would think maybe it was going to be a word that ends in C. That would be a good way of cluing a final C. But I wonder if it's simply socials, which some people use to refer to all of the social networking sites. And those are also parties or gatherings, socials. All right, Bet's glasses will be filled with last of Cointreau, which is the U, after hours. So is it the definition bets, or is it after hours? Glasses. Oh, could be spectacles, maybe. Speculates comes to mind for bets. So there's the U from the last of Cointreau. After hours, I think it's just specs. So SPEC. S, there's the U, and after hours is late. Okay, that makes sense. Now, once again, asks for some moments of peace. Reposes are moments of peace, and it poses a question. Could be, once again, asks, reposes. Now we have this very strange word. I excuse me, should know what this is, but it's escaping me. Becoming upset. Or could it be becoming? Upset concession and alternative. So maybe R. What? Oh, old man, of course, can be pa. Put before old man. No, not getting that one either. Those clearly upset. Ooh, yes, so just a word came to me, blubberers. People who are crying, they're clearly, excuse me, upset. Blubber is fat, the old queen is ER, and then the final letter of consoles. Oh my goodness, and now we have this, Central Asian. Oh, so sorry. Now I see that is actually the definition is Central Asian, and then it's anagram of beatniks, getting into, well, the Central Asian is Uzbekistani. So what is left? An Uzi, I suppose, machine gun is the action film staple. Interesting, all right. Now, becoming upset. Let me pause and think about this one. All right, well, I had to resort to underhanded means. So I Googled for A question mark R question mark P question mark S and then added the word crossword, and it brought back a site that found words that fit that pattern. There's a word atropos, the Greek goddess of fate, but there's apropos. Oops, sorry, let's try that again. Apropos, which I thought like was relevant or related to that. Apropos of something that's appropriate. So I think that the definition must be becoming. I'm not sure why that is used as the definition, but it is a concession is a sop you might give to someone you disagree with. You give them a sop. Alternative is are, and old man is pa, but it's all backwards are upset. And that's how we get apropos. So just two left. There's this one. I will have a look for Latin phrases with ipsi. I can't really think of anything else that could be. And then we have our in short, endless cheese. So let me have a look at this phrase first. All right, I think I have cracked it. Starting with in short, endless cheese. I think I had it the wrong way around. It is in short. A word for that with 5 letters is brief, and dropping the final letter gives us brie. And then I was looking at this and thinking, don't we know it? I'm thinking of some kind of secret, and then I thought of, oh, how about an open secret? And so I was never happy with vacuity, and it is a vacancy. So empty-headedness, but then a vacancy, an open position, an open post. So now let's try and work out. Love is O, rights is pens. Yeah, the Greek island is Crete, and the 5th letter of sonnets, the E, moves to the start of Crete. All right, I think that is it. Of course, being the weekly crossword, I can't check this, but we will find out on Saturday night when the new one is posted if these are correct. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day.